Hawaii to come over here. The game is still developing over in Hawaii, but it's coming along very quickly. And we've seen some very talented players. One of your friends in the team from Hawaii was in the HB camp with you. Yeah. So, you know, a very interesting little squad, and it'll be interesting to see how they do here on day 2.
Now, watching them yesterday, they just would have moments of really brilliant, attractive rugby. They'd have just great running lines and just absolutely blissful passes out the back, but it just seems like they were just a little inconsistent. You know, just a little forward pass there, and, you know, they just couldn't put everything together. Like to see on the Shield final them to play complete 14 minutes of rugby in the sevens matchup. You know, definitely Schuylkill coming out and playing good rugby this weekend, but should be a cracker of a Shield final.
Yeah, certainly would. We got a good look at Schuylkill River, the Exiles yesterday, early in the day, and they looked pretty solid and just unlucky there to go down in the game we had on the main field. But they're going to get things started here, ball in hand, to get this Shield final going.
Oh, great looking kickoff. This not going 10 and out of bounds. Got some height on that thing, but Hawaii looking to start off things here on the front foot, getting a penalty at the halfway. Gotta like that beginning to a rugby match.
Yeah, critical error to start with there from the Exiles, kicking the ball out. Titans have the ball now. Let's see what they can do. Attacking flair is something they do not lack. They're bringing the ball out. They're going to go straight coast to coast to start with, out on this right sideline. Nice little run, but well defended there.
Hawaii got a great line set up, overlap on the outside. Attacking ball, nice little hands, 2-on-1 opportunity here. Decides to cut back inside. Nice little show and go, and this is what we're talking about the Hawaii team can do. Space to the outside, decides to switch back, coming back into the defense. Could have had something on the outside. Still have numbers on the outside. Massive overlap, just to get the ball out. Looks like a turnover. And no one's in front of Schuylkill right now. Stretches his legs. Does he have the gas to make it all the entire way? Going 90. Oh, and that's just the story we've seen from Hawaii. Brilliant patches of play, and then just the accuracy at the end to seal the deal. Turnover, 5 points the other way. Schuylkill River Exiles going ahead and taking the first points of this match.
Yeah, heartbreaking stuff here. You're on the try line, meters out from the line. Hawaii Titans, it's kind of been the story of their weekend, unfortunately, and just like that, quick turnover and the length of the field, and Schuylkill 5 points to 0, getting the first points here in the Shield final.
You saw some of that dangerous Hawaiian running there in the beginning on the outside, really threatening the defensive line, but then they had purchase on the outside. I think they had, you know, a 2-man overlap. They decided to cut back against the grain, back into the fence. You got to stretch that D and take advantage of the overlap you have on the outside.
Here we go. Looks like Tim Acker there with the headgear on, getting us restarted. Nice little kick there, goes back down to the Titans, though, well fielded. And they're going to come down the bind side. They're going to use the big man.
Oh, what a bump off.
Fa'amui. He goes down, showing some speed, the big man. One to beat, bumps off him, and finally, though, just crashes over the sideline, unfortunately. But big Fa'amui. Fa'amui.
That'll get your team fired up. That's what I'm talking about there. Yeah, you got some big, powerful runners for Hawaii, and you got to do something to get your team fired up. He went out of balance, but hey, man, I'm saying let's go. We got this. Let's play some rugby. This is finals rugby right now. We made it to the Shield, came all the way out here from Hawaii. Let's get our just deserves, have some moments, have some fun.
Yeah, take home some hardware, make it a trip worthwhile.
Sloppy ball at the line out there. Robert Pletcher trying to clean it up, getting out to the outside. Nice ball inside. Gareth Jones just can't pick it up. Hawaii ball turnover. Schuylkill right over the top. Play on, says the referee. Gareth gets it out. Got an overlap on the outside. Great support. Hawaii's got a great defensive line set up. Oh, and look at that. Little 2-on-1, Hawaii biting in. And oh no, tripped in the dirt. Knock on, tried to cut back inside from the sweeper and just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, he's tackled himself there, unfortunately losing the ball as well. Hawaii getting a little bit of luck And they're going to have a scrum now about 22 out from their own line. But Schuylkill River definitely looking dangerous here, apart from that nice long run that we saw from Whāmui just a moment ago.
Sometimes when you get in that open space, you're just, this is too open, what do I do? And just, trying to do a little too much, that cut, just not being able to turn the corner there and get the angle that he wanted. But Hawaii kind of a get out of jail free card here. Umeda to put the ball in. And up straight out the tunnel. Hawaii will have to put in again. So that's what we're talking about with the Hawaiian team, Dan. You just see they got some really skilled rugby players, and just being able to put that entire package together, it's just been eluding them so far.
Yeah, certainly. I think a lot of the time, the size of some of the Hawaiian players and the athleticism, they get by on that. For them to get better, to improve as a team, they're going to have to play a lot more high-level competition. And coming over here and playing in the championships, I think it's great that they get a seed now out of Hawaii into the championships. And it's going to only benefit the game over there to have them come over, face the competition. It's going to take a few years before they really start to, compete a little better than what they are here. But it's the right step and it's the right direction. I'm telling you, it's going to be a hotbed. The athletes that come out of Hawaii are first class. And if we can get them involved in rugby now, it's only going to benefit the game long term. Chip
kick to the deep end. Schuylkill back to retrieve it. There's no sweep it back. Good option by Hawaii. Nice little shimmy and go. Deciding to pull out of it. That's Jordan Geisel doing a great job for his team. Cutting back inside. Well tackled on the inside by 23. Schuylkill able to maintain possession. They got a steep line set on the outside. Big runner coming in. Able to spin out the tackle. The try scorer from before. It looks like number 5, Louis Tulio. He's the USA Tomahawks Rugby League captain. He's definitely used to getting hit like that from big men coming from the outside. But, wow, I thought he was going to get crushed from the outside.
Yeah, we saw the big man from the Titans come flying in. It only looked like one thing, and that's pain. He does well to spin out of it, and that's his second try of the game. Good stuff from Schuylkill River as they extend their lead now at 14 points to 0 with just over a minute to play here in the first half.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. I thought, the big man, Whāmui, had a chance to get a pretty good tackle there and maybe get a turnover, but wow, great job there by Tulio and getting his team another 7 points. 14-0 in this Shield final action. Thanks for joining us. I'm Colin Holley, met with Dan Power here in your commentary booth, bringing you the action from National Championship weekend. Hawaii with the ball. Nice little fend off, good offload. They got purchase on the outside, nice dummy inside. Looking for support. Able resources spill, decided to go weak. Oh, nice little dart up the middle. Tulio, nice tackle from behind. Advantage to Schuylkill. And again, another Hawaiian turnover on the attack. Nice little breakdown here. If they get out to the right, they have purchase here. Hawaii slow to retreat and get back. Oh, nice little bump off the middle. One-handed offload. Sweeper to beat. Back to the inside. That's number 4, Robert Pletcher. And that is just champagne rugby from Schuylkill. Great stuff. Getting the turnover. Absolutely wonderful passage of play.
Champagne indeed. A little offload, the one-handed offload around. There was some good lead-up work by Tim Acker before that. And again, Schuylkill River. Every time Hawaii looks threatening, they make some good positive yards. Unfortunately, the fundamentals let them down. There's a turnover there. Schuylkill River do great to get over the top of the ball, get the steal, work it up towards the middle, punch a few holes in, and then they get over for the try.
Yeah, there's Robert Pletcher. He started 3 years ago with Drexel and toured in Ireland with them. Yeah, he's quite the player right now, but, you feel for this Hawaiian team because watching this game, you know they got the skills to play. It's just really apparent. They have some brilliant little moments of rugby where you see a step here and an offload there or a great line, but the ability to put this whole package together is just right out of reach for them. 21-0 the Shield final. I was hoping they were going to put together a complete package, but You know, what do you think they got to say to each other in the huddle right now to come back and get a good 7 minutes left in this final?
It's got to stay together, start working a little bit more as a unit. Like you said, individually they're very skilled, player for player. As a team, they're still trying to figure themselves out and find an identity. We saw them do well, I believe it was yesterday, when they just stayed tight, they stayed physical. Things starting to work out for them. If they go away from that and they try to play too expansive, I don't think they've had the exposure to sevens rugby that they need to play a coast-to-coast style of play. I think they should just keep it tight. You know, keep things enclosed, try to work on their defense inside and out, start working on their communication. Like I said, this is a learning experience for them, and it's going to be a great experience. They're going to go back with so much more than what they came here with, and that's what they have to look at. They have to take all the positives out of this and push everything else into the background.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming into a tournament like this and playing against better competition, it just makes you better. That's what you got to do as a program, and from your area, you come back in, you go to your respective clubs, and being able to go ahead and, you know, bring that experience and energy back into your system, it's just going to make everybody better. But what I like to see here, like you said, Hawaii just, you know, they just seem not to be using the space. They've had a bunch of overlaps on the outside, and they just choose to go weak the entire time. I think they just play patient and play side-to-side sevens rugby where they keep things simple. Go through the hands. They definitely have the skills to do it, and hit the corners. I think they'd have a lot more purchase to their attack, and they definitely have it there. But Schuylkill 21-0, 7 minutes to play in this Shield final. Here we go.
Yeah, the Exiles out of Schuylkill River definitely look like the better team at the moment. Jumita gets us restarted. And that's a beautiful high start. And look at that, great tackle. Let's see what he's got him for there. I don't know if he's got him for early hit. It looked like he timed it perfectly from up here. And that was a sensational tackle. Absolute monster.
Fisiahi.
Fishiahi, yeah.
Excuse me for the pronunciation there, but that was a heck of a tackle by that player right there. And that's the kind of moments you see from him, being able to be physical and come down. But just, you know, I think he was a little hard done there. You know, what did he catch it? You got to time that thing right. I think there was nothing malicious there, and it's just playing the referee.
I think sometimes, too, it's tough for the referees. When the collision is that big, they almost feel inclined to blow a penalty.
Yeah.
As opposed to judging the situation for what it is. And it was a big man on a smaller man. And, you know, it's in our nature to sort of defend the little guy in that situation. But there was really nothing to it. It's a contact sport. The boys are going to hit each other. Let the boys hit each other, you know?
I'm sure you had that problem when you were playing, Dan, just making too big of a collision and getting the eyes of the ref on you.
No comment.
Here we go. Little forward pass there. Coming back. Hawaii's got a chance now. Plenty of time left in this game. They're definitely dangerous if they get the ball in hand and they maintain possession. 21 points to 0. You can definitely do that in the half of sevens. You just got to hurry up, and, you know, everybody's got to be on the same page and get on the scoreline. You would think they just have to make something happen here, Dan.
Yeah, it's going to come down to Dustin Umida. He's the most experienced player on their side. He's had some time in the sevens camp down in San Diego. He just needs to step up and sort of start commanding his troops and pushing around the field. Sometimes, you know, leadership is something that you're born with. Other times it's thrust upon you, and right now...
And there he is, the man with the plan. Dustin Umida trying to break out the weak side. You said he needed to do something there, and there he goes. Oh, ball out the back. Offsides. Another chance for Hawaii to get points on the board here. Quick tap penalty. They got a steep line set out the right and an overlap. Skip pass out. Nice cut back inside. And again, they refuse to use the width of the field. The winger outside, not able to be released into space. Nice pass to the outside again. Oh, behind the back. Nice little offload. And that's the brilliance that Hawaiian rugby can bring to the game. And you've seen it there. You know they needed to get on the board. Two tries to go. If they convert this one, 2 converted tries. And that's what we wanted to see out of Hawaii.
Yeah, Fishiahi there with the beautiful around the corner flick pass, no look. And that's, like you talked about, those are the intangibles that some of these players have. They're just unbelievably athletic, and they've got this skill level that, you know, other players just can't match. It's just a matter of getting them and getting their rugby IQ up to a level to match that athleticism. Yeah,
absolutely. That was just brilliant play from Hawaii. It started with the man you said that was going to have to start. It was Dustin Umena. Doesn't get a good purchase on his kick there. Not going to be happy with that, but he did spark that go forward for Hawaii, and he needs to have that again here pretty quickly. 14 points the difference in this Shield final.
Yeah, I think you might see the Exiles start to slow things down here a little bit. Tim Acker has the ball in hand. He's going to see some running. We saw Tim Acker at the Serevi Sevens with the All-Americans program, and he's showing why he made that program a few years ago as he steps through, and he's going to score beautiful stuff there from Tim Acker.
And then, you know, you see Hawaii come out, have a great looking try, getting on the front foot. The kickoff. I keep on saying the kickoff. It's one of my favorite things about the game of sevens. It is such a momentum game changer. You don't get it 10. The other team gets a penalty at the halfway, a great attacking platform. And you just bow your head a little bit when the kick doesn't go 10. I think Dustin's really wishing he had that ball back.
Yeah, again, just those simple little errors that hurt you there. And he puts that one over the sideline. Conversion unsuccessful, 26 points to 7. And we'll see if they can do a better job here, the Titans, of reining in this kickoff. Some more changes coming in as Tim Acker gets a rest and he's replaced. Now, the Exiles, nice deep kick. There's that man again, Umida. Comes out nice and wide, flat pass there. Yeah, Hawaii, they're good when they have the ball in hand. They can move it around. Nice little dummy there. Little step back inside by Tomaszek. Now it goes wide. Let's see what they can do. Ball in hand. Drifting across field there is Udiala. High pass, well raked in though. Throws a little dummy. Geez, they're big physical boys, but that's a great tackle in that situation. Slaps down the offload, goes back, play on, and referee, now he calls the knockdown. Good call there. It's going to be a penalty against the Titans, though, as Schuylkill River goes onto the attack. Fends off, and look at the boys just flying in there. Some big bodies coming in here.
God, the physicality of the Hawaiian team is there. It's just they're coming up and that composure, you know, staying in the line. Schuylkill River doing a great job, and they got the overlap on the outside. Nice pass out. Well reined in by Jared Tomaszek. Umeda has got to make a stop here. Gets fended off. Back inside. Nice step back inside. Number 7. He's going to score. That's Louis Tullio. Great stuff from him. Excuse me, we had a mix-up earlier. He's the USA Tomahawks Rugby League captain. A very experienced player, scoring underneath the post. Wonderful stuff there. And, you know, this game just getting out of hand here from the Titans and Schuylkill coming to play, showing that the more experienced side. You know, Hawaii just needs to take these lessons from getting to the Shield final, bring them back. You know, they definitely have the talent. I think just the composure and the structure there is just what's lacking for him.
Yeah, Tullio, 39 years of age, has been around for a long time, played in the AMNRL back in the day, I believe, for the Philadelphia Fight, and now getting his time on with the Sevens. I think he was actually, this is American Rugby Player of the Week a few weeks ago. So he's doing some good things with the Sevens program out there, and yeah, used to play for the Tomahawks there back in the day. Now he's out here playing some Sevens with Schuylkill. Here we go, good restart. Oh, unlucky there. Got his hands on that ball, couldn't reef it in though. We've got just 15 seconds left on the clock here. Convincing victory for the Exiles, 33 points to 7 over the Titans from Hawaii. As we'll pack this scrum down, almost call it a day here. And I think Schuylkill River will be pretty happy to get this one over with, because some of those big Hawaiian boys were definitely making some thunderous collisions on them.
Yeah, hats off to Hawaii. They came out here, made it to the Shield final. You know, I would have liked to have seen them have a little bit of a better performance here, but you know, that's what you do. You come out here, you give it your best shot, and you take away the lessons on hand. You know, Schuylkill giving them a few today, but you know, awesome to see some brilliant rugby coming out of Hawaii. The talent pool is just amazing there.
Yeah, it certainly is, and let me tell you, we've harped on this already many times. I'm sure people are getting sick as we're saying it, but once they get that rugby integrated into their system over there, they're going to be a force. They really are. I mean, we've seen some of these athletes out here and what they can do. I mean, you just have to look at the progression of it. You know, the EPA Razorbacks, a very strong Polynesian influence. They're just a little bit better. And then you've also got that Polynesian influence with the Seattle team, which we're going to see later in the Cup final with some of the Fijian and Samoan descent players there. They're just built to play rugby, and they're amazing at it. You know, it's fantastic to watch. Some of the things they can do on the field, no one else can do.
Oh,
Unfortunately, that's not one of the things that you want to see anyone do, is Schuylkill get a consolation, not a consolation, a bonus try there at the end. Takes them out to 38 points to 7.
Yeah, you just saw the athletic ability there, a step here, step there, but then the pass, the no-look pass to the other player, and just, unfortunate in that way, but your Shield final champions, Schuylkill River Exiles, absolutely clinical performance from them, 38-7. Happy to see them go home with some hardware. Definitely deserving teams, both sides. Happy to be here in the final, but Schuylkill coming out on top. Stay with us. We got more action to come for the National Championship weekend.
And there they are. They will be, like you said, the Shield champions there. Schuylkill River. They'll go home with a little bit of hardware out to the East Coast. Well done to those guys. Up next, though, we're going to move on to the Women's Bowl Final. The DC Furies versus the Youngbloods. And both those sides, we've seen some good stuff from both of them already. DC, again, one of the teams that I thought were very unlucky not to go a little further, a little deeper into the bracket here. But we'll see them out now trying to take on the Youngbloods out of Minneapolis in the Bowl Final.